I said I was going to do these lives at 9 o'clock, but today some other obstacles appeared. So whoever shows up, and hopefully I'll be more on time next time. I just dropped off my little girl and I'm at the school still. I was like, oh shit, I need to get on live on this face reading thing. And so whoever wants to come on, just hi. I'm so glad that you joined. Would you like to have me read your face right now? If you do, I think I will accept it, and then you'll pop on with me, and then we'll do an impromptu face reading. So I decided to do this last week because I want people to experience it and that I'm real. And kind of like, you know, David Blaine when he's walking the street and he just does magic on the street. I'm just going to do face reading live online. And then maybe like wherever I go, I just pop up and kind of do that and film it then. Because your face is the most present indicator of where you're at. And it can also help you determine you know, what it takes for you to be happy and live your authentic life. And right now, we all are struggling to find our purpose, our authenticity, and instead of following the herd, getting overwhelmed by infobesity. And so I just want to show you maybe where your superpowers are or where your nostrils. And if nobody joins me on this, then I will just do a general feature for you to see if this is what you have, and also start to notice what other people have, and maybe then you can have more compassion towards them and more understanding towards them, that they maybe can't help it, but you can adapt yourself, and this actually gives you more grace and compassion and better understanding of like your boundaries and theirs. And then reading other people, and when you read other people, you understand why they're wired the way that they are, and you can adapt to them. Optimizing yourself, but it's just like speaking the right language. You know, like you wouldn't go to next night, it'll be fun, I promise, and then you can ask me whatever it is that you want on your face so I can read it. All right, and then if you choose not to, then just put it in the comments, like not now, or you know, whatever, and then I will get into a feature. And today I think the feature that I want to do is the nostrils. Yes, the nostrils. I see lots of nostrils because I'm 4'9.5", although I may be shrinking because I measured myself recently and I was 4'8". Yeah, I'm 48 years old, so I guess that normally happens. And that just also means I need to check my calcium. All right, so I see a lot of nostrils because I also tune people up, and most people, their nostrils are not the same. Most of the time, one side is smaller than the other. And if it's on your right side, it is what you show the world. And on your left side, it's your internal side, right? Your private side. Nostrils kind of have a hard time with value, and you have to show them the value of something so that's for them to buy. And this is for like if you're in sales or a business person. They will give emotionally, but not financially. It's harder financially, okay? And the more narrow, the more tight they are with perhaps giving. So soak that in because it's a lot. Now, there's also round nostrils, and I have more what's round nostrils, and these are called the ales. And so normally with round nostrils, there will be more of a cushion or padding. This is actually a person that's very generous and very giving, okay? And if you see them from this way, if it doesn't leak out too much, then they know how to give correctly, right? Or like conservatively. But if you want to have a person give to you because you're applying for a loan or something like that, the bigger their nostrils in that show, and especially if it's round, hit them up for money, right? Because they're more likely to give to you. All right. Now, there are also nostrils that are more oval and big and rounded. So this is different in another aspect with they are very giving and generous, and depending on if one size is smaller or not, which we talked about earlier, then they also value things, and so they will give if they perceive it to have value for more so themselves or the collective, especially if their nose is a little bit longer and idealistic, because for them it's not all about the money, it's about impact and purpose. And so if you can show them the right way to get what they need, then you will win. Yeah, you'll win the sale, right? Or have them cross over. So now the other part of this, sometimes people have triangular nostrils. Triangular nostrils is a person who's very conservative and thinks more in lack. Equal, right? And strengthening. So the nostrils have a more powerful way, is that how much they can let go and how much air they take in, because that's the entryway of the breath, right? Isn't that fun? So I think that's enough, because you need to take this in snippets and then process, otherwise you get overwhelmed. And this is what I found when I do face reading, that I give people too much information and then they freeze, they don't know what to do. So the 3 shapes that you want to look at with a nostril is round, oval. Round, oval is the combination, like a hybrid, triangular, and square. Although you're not going to see triangular or square that much. Now, from this point of view, right, the more nostril they show, the more confident they can be, the more confident they are, and they're more giving too. They're either giving an advice, which sometimes I'm like, dude, I don't want your advice, and they just feel like they need to because they have no control. They're very outlandish, and there's a combination of that and like the mouth too. You got to see the whole thing. But I'm just choosing one feature for you to play with this week until next week. Okay, and so the more they show, the more giving they are. The more they don't show, the more perhaps like stable they are in their decision and neutralizing. Let's make it a fun game out of this, because healing is a combination of depth and play. You know, I just recently did my sound bite, which is like what I'm about, and I'm really stepping into that. And I'm your muse. I'm Twee, your muse, to help you find your muse. I serve soulpreneurs to flow, prosperity, spaciousness, and harmony, laughing all the way with space clearing, face reading, rituals, and teeth whitening. Yes, I know, teeth whitening, because that's part of your smile, it's part of the face, and it's part of your energy. This is the work that makes things work.